there everyone. Right now I spend most of my time on the computer creating logos, brochures, greeting cards, posters and much more. And I also work extensively on softwares like Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. Well, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm into graphic designing and I'm a student right here at Visual Communications at Brookhaven. And I'm about to graduate hopefully by the end of the summer. I'm originally from India and I moved here a few years ago after I got married because my husband was working here. And for me, after coming here, it was a new country, a new learning experience, and it took me a while to settle down. But after I settled down, I was kind of feeling bored, and I didn't have a permit to work at that time, so that's why I took up my studies here at Brookhaven, and I've completely enjoyed my experience here so far. So this was a little introduction about me, and I'm going to show you 4 objects which tell you a lot more about me, right from what I'm proud of and to my weaknesses. The first thing that I'm going to show you is this. This is a drawing that I did when I was about 17, just out of school. Because almost everyone who knows me know that I'm into art and design. And when they tell me, show me something that you have done, this is one of the first things I show them, because I'm pretty happy with how it came out. And I never thought I could pull off drawing a human face and human features, because they are among the most difficult to do. So even though I've done many more art after this, this is something that I'm still very happy and proud of. Now that I told you what I'm proud of, next I'm going to tell you one of my biggest fears, and it's my hope to overcome soon. Yes, it is car keys. It signifies a car. It might be surprising to a lot of people here in the US, but back home in India I didn't really have to drive, because I always had a person who would do it for me, or I would just use the public transport. As I've always been a little reluctant to drive, I never bothered to learn it. But after I moved here, I realized it's almost impossible to get around if you don't know how to drive. And I still didn't do it initially, but I depended on my husband. But then later it came to a point where I really had to do it. So I very reluctantly went and gave my learner's exam, and I'm practicing right now and have a driving test coming up, and I hope to pass that and get over my fear of driving. And my third object, it actually is my couch, but since I couldn't bring my whole couch, I just got a cushion that sits on it. Well, the reason I got this is because a lot of my time is spent on that, and people who are close to me don't like that about me at all, because they say that I waste too much time on it. But I don't agree, because there are a lot of things that I do sitting on my couch, sitting on my laptop, shopping, or my research, or my drawing, and almost everything I just do sitting there. It's kind of my favorite place, and I enjoy doing that. And this leads me to my 4th object. It's one of my biggest weaknesses, which my husband feels when I asked him what his perception was of me. Well, this is actually a crocheted mat, which was crocheted by my grandmother. And the reason I'm showing you this is because my husband feels I'm an extremely emotional person, especially when it comes to my family, like my grandparents who are no more, and my parents and my siblings who are really far away from me. Every time there's an occasion or a festival, and I remember them, I get extremely emotional, and I'm like almost close to tears. I don't know why, but I just have no control over myself at that time. So this is one of the treasures I have of my great grandmom. And this is something I wish I control, and I'm working on it, and I hope to do it in the future. Well, these are the 4 objects that define me, and I'm sure you guys know a lot more about me now than you did a couple of minutes ago. Well, even though there are things that I'm proud of, especially with my art and design, I know there are a lot of things I need to improve on. in the future, and I hope to achieve that. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I'd love to know more about you guys too.